Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder adventures. We just had a somewhat interesting first fight in Sandpoint Under Siege. Now it's time for Jorgenfist. Typically, the second scenario in the adventures hasn't been particularly... Actually, that's not true. I guess local heroes in Adventure Deck 1 is a pretty weird one. Anyway, this scenario isn't too bad. It's mostly vanilla with the exception that the giants have this annoying thing, which is that if you defeat a giant, you roll a 1d6, and on a 1, it is undefeated. I really, really hate that thing, which has been done with Undead in other scenarios. I think it's just a pretty lame mechanic, which is nothing against Obsidian, by the way. They're just mimicking what the original designers did. Overall, I pretty much like the design of Paizo, but I don't like that thing, because it's just unfun. It most of the time never matters, and when it does matter, it's ridiculously annoying. Now, there's that one villain who's undefeated if you roll a 1 or a 2. I think that's fine, because that makes it like special and exciting, but this just seems like a chore. Anywho, the villain is a giant, which means there's a 1d6 chance that after you kill him, he's not really dead. This villain, in a way, is easier than the last one. The last scenario's villain was like an 1822 that also did 1d4 minus 1 range combat damage before you act. But this one has only a single check, which is a 23. I guess he's a bit harder because there's, again, a 1 in 6 chance that you roll a d6 on a 1, and you roll a 1, and it fucks up your entire scenario. Then we've got Longtooth, which we actually had before, so it's the same dragon, so it's making a recurring appearance as a henchman. We got Cinderma, which I always think of as Cinderella, just an easier version of the villain, combat 16 instead of combat 23. And then these stone giants, which I believe we saw in the last scenario as well. So several villains, a villain and a couple of henchmen that damage you before you act, encouraging you to hang on to your armors. Okay, let's go ahead and place our people. So I'm going to stop doing that thing with Amiri and Scylla, because Scylla has a huge hand size now, and if she doesn't draw a weapon, you know what, she can just fucking deal with it. So let's see, I think Amiri's going to take on the mountain peak, so that we can try to close it early and hopefully start getting some free scouting. Here's a new location here. The giant lair makes giants harder. Actually, Amiri's pretty much the only person who can handle that place. Well, Zila can handle it as well, actually. But this is a pretty good place for Amiri to go because it's got tons of monsters, which is exactly what which is exactly what Amiri wants to do. Sila's not as excited about fighting monsters. Okay, we'll put off the mountain peak. We'll have Scylla go there. You know, maybe we can have Linny go here. She can close it, and she can beat that survival check. Because the problem is that she just doesn't want to fight that many monsters. Alright, well, I'm going to start her here. She auto-succeeds at the check to avoid bearing a card. Otherwise, the proper thing would be to have her start there, but then move her in. Scylla will go to the garrison, which is a place she loves. What's this place? Courtyard. Oh, God, this place. Alright, well, we'll have the rogue start out here so she can make those checks. Treacherous Cave. This is a fine place for the ranger. And the wizard has really nowhere to go. Is there a single spell? There's not a single spell anywhere in this entire scenario. That's bitchy. Charisma, Diplomacy 6, Strength 5. He's equally bad at both of those. I guess, honestly, he's better off fighting a bandit henchman than doing anything else. Alright, so that'll be our starting layout. And we are off to ye old races. So, did Scylla get a weapon? Do I regret my choices? No, she's got the weapon. Ooh, she got her fancy new armor here to discard this card to add your wisdom die to your combat check. So she gets to add an extra d8 to a combat check by discarding this armor. And anyway, Amiri is going to just go ahead and get started with this. Ooh, Chainmail of Poison Resistance. It's pretty lame, so we're just going to roll for it and let it go. I don't know if that's worth salvaging or not. Let's discard the Troubadour to explore. Oh, fuck, I forgot to salvage these goddamn veterinarian kits. Oh, God, they're so bad. Oh, she picked it up. Well, I guess she'll rage against the machine with it. It's fine. Do I discard a blessing? Yeah, we'll discard a blessing. Actually, wait a minute. She might want this Blessing of Torag to close the location. It is a strength or melee non-combat check. Even if she chooses the melee skill, it counts. Hang on a minute. Her melee is what? D12 plus 6? Plus she can rage. I don't actually need to save that blessing. And I've got Father Xantus, so I'm definitely encouraged to spend my resources early here. Okay, this is a really nice pickup. Get a free blessing. Auto-succeed because I can make the strength check. Do I need to hang on to that? I'm actually going to spend it to explore again because honestly I value the trap beating more than the 2 dice to the combat strength check thing. That is handy if Linny has to fight with her fists, but the blessing for traps is good here because there's a lot of barriers at the mountain peak where Linny also is. All right, well, we're going to be fighting with a penalty here. It's not worth spending resources. I love the ambush because it's just so great. You get a free explore with a penalty, so there's like a benefit and there's a drawback to it. So I just like that a lot. Okay, we got a cut purse. I forget what the cut purse is. Oh, fuck. Bury a random card. Oh, good lord. So I might end up burying my weapon. You know, it's fine. I can beat this thing up with my fists. I actually don't care. I just hope I don't, Wow, I actually rolled a 6, but because of the -1 from ambush, I failed. Okay, that was hilarious. Luckily, I got rid of the veterinarian kit, which makes no difference whatsoever. Wait, why is it dropping to... Okay, time out. Oh, right, because it's a -1 per die. Yep. So I still just about auto-succeed here. The odds of rolling all 3 ones are very small, so that's fine. I could just discard the Blessing of Yabba Dabba Doo and then play Father Xantus to heal. I'll do it. I think it's worth it compared to keeping the blessing, the help for the traps. That's a little bit awkward because now if I just reveal it, I'm quite a ways off. I don't want to bury Father Xantus. I could bury the weapon itself, or I could discard it for a D4. No, I think I'd rather bury it for a D10. Well, let's just see what's happening here. Hang on a minute. Does Ezrin have strength? Do we have strength? We have a Wand of Enervation we could use. You know what? I'm going to use this Wand of Enervation. I was so annoyed. Last scenario, I ended up just like not ever using the Wand of Enervation until the final fight when it wasn't even helpful. So let's... Oh, this is a bug, by the way. It's supposed to give a D4 plus 4, not a... Well, I ended up rolling maximum anyway, but it's supposed to roll a D4 plus 4, not 2D4. That's a really significant bug, actually, because that's the whole point of the Wand of Enervation and why it's so good for Ezrin to have it. Well, anyway, I rolled maximum on the Wand of Enervation, so I don't need any more help. Not even Harsk needs to help anymore here. Wow, a 1, a 1, and a 2. Oh, right, this nuisance. Okay, luckily we didn't roll a 1. Oh, man, I hope they didn't do something fucking stupid on Legendary where it's like, roll a 1d6 on a 1, 2, or a 3. It's undefeated for every fucking giant. Anyway, we're going to recharge the wand. It's the first card Ezrin played, so I'm hoping he's going to get it back before the end of the location. Now, here's a bit of an awkward moment. We need some strength. And, yeah, we ain't really got it. Ezrin does not have the strength spell, so I either have to spend a blessing or Amiri's got to bury that scythe. Bury that scythe. Bury it anyway. Yeah, I don't know what's worth it. Whether to spend someone else's blessing or bury the scythe. I mean, she's going to draw a full hand of cards here. And she's got more weapons in the deck. I think burying the scythe made the most sense. Alright, so keeping up the parties with turn 1 clear. Let's not forget to bury Papa Xantus. Papa Z straight from the streets, slinging some fat beats with a cure for all your meats. All right, so didn't quite get the full heal. That's fine. I could move somewhere. Where can we move? Can I do anything useful with this move? I guess we're gonna go. Hang on, if I go here, I have to fight a banded henchman at the start of my turn. That's actually not that great. Whatever. We'll just stay put. It's fine. I'm not gonna carry anyone over here, obviously. And we got a weapon, got some armors, life's good. Alright, so Sila's up. Let's go ahead and do some scouting. Heavy crossbow. Won't be sticking around for that one. Remember, this is the location where, when it's closed, all the weapons and armor get shuffled into it. And that makes it really cool to be Sila here, because if you end up throwing away something you really wish you could have picked up, you then know what it is later, and you can stick around to get it. Combat or fire? Is that worth getting? I'll flip a card for it, but I'm not gonna spend any resources on it. Got it. You know, it's weird that I've never put any power feats into boosting that ability of hers. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I should have done that instead of increasing her hand size. But man, hand size is so damn good. It's just ridiculous. All right, there's a 1 in 8 chance I'm gonna fail this. I don't think it's worth flipping a card to succeed it though. So we'll just pick up the soldier the old-fashioned way. Don't need to save him for the combat bonus. Let's just discard him to keep exploring. Hey, Cinderella! And I picked up some armor here, which is actually really nice, because otherwise... Oh no, I had the Legion armor, never mind. That's fine. We'll just use this, though, to recharge it. Block all the damage. And what's going on here? So, Bastard Sword. You bastard. I don't want to discard the Legion armor to get a D8 on this, because if I do, then I don't have the armor in case I find the villain or the other henchman that deals damage. Actually, the other henchman that deals damage doesn't do combat damage, so it's really just the villain. How valuable is that armor, really? I don't think it's actually that valuable, because I have a heal in my hand that I'm kind of itching to use. So you know what? We're just going to do this. I'm going to discard it to get an extra D8 here. Now I need a 7 on these 3 dice. I think Harsk... Yeah, you don't need a crossbow and the dagger. So we'll just recharge. No, hang on, I'm being an idiot. I'm being a total idiot. We gotta recharge one of these blessings, because after I recharge the dagger to attack, I want to make sure I have a crossbow so I can keep attacking. Okay, so I need to roll a 1 on all those dice to fail this. Of course, it's a giant, so there's always a chance that this thing ends up getting shuffled back in. Luckily, I rolled a 6, not a 1. Thank goodness. And that's 2 for 2 here. Oh, well... Okay, technically we're not done yet. There is also a bandit henchman here to address. Wait, does this blessing match? Is this a favor of Norgorbert? No, it's a favor of Torag. Man, these favors look way too similar. I could do a Toxic Cloud, but I think what I'd really rather do, since I have a cure, is I don't even mind flipping a card into my discard, because I want to use this cure. So let's see, to fail getting a 7, I mean, it's possible. I could get as low as a 3 on these. Is there really any reason to take risks here? I don't see much of one. Harsk, and you shall receive... I'm just going to use his blessings, whatever. It's fine. So now, again, she's got to get a 5 minimum. Almost can't fail. And let's see what we got. The heavy crossbow is worthless. Force quarterstaff plus 1 on a Runehill hatchet. Shit, I don't know what a Runehill hatchet is, or if the force quarterstaff is worth it. Fuck me. Alright, we're gonna use a blessing to explore here. Hide armor of acid resistance. This is really just not that impressive, so we'll let it go. But, fuck. I don't know if... we'll see. So 2 of these 3 cards are good. I know that for a fact. So, I feel like it's worth coming back here. I actually waste 1 point of healing off that major cure, because I healed for 5 even without the bonus. And I'm going to flip a card. See, this is where it'd be nice to have an extra +1 so I can get these major cures back. Right now it's a bit of a stretch. Well, I rolled absolutely the maximum, so that's lovely. Get my cure back again, and I think I will scout just to see. Force quarterstaff +1. Alright, is that thing any good? D6 +1. I guess that's probably better than whatever weapon Ezrin has, but it's obviously just not that great still, so I'm not going to care about it too much. So one of those cards is the crossbow, and then one of them is the Runehill hatchet, which I don't even know if the Runehill hatchet is good. So, yeah, we'll see. If I have some time, I'll go back in there. Alright, what do we do? Random items? Yeah, I don't think I care about this. It's just... And plus this thing gets banished after it appears, so... I'm going to banish it. I don't need to find it for those random items. Let's recharge the haste. Doopity bop bop, beebity boo. So now I only fail on a 1. Thanks to my latest power feat. Oh no! No! I missed my chance! Oh fuck. You have to press this damn button to get your next card. Fuck me. Okay. Well anyway, this guy's actually pretty big. So we're gonna go ahead and use a lightning bolt on him. And do I use the tiger for combat here? Let's see. I need to roll a 7 on these 4 dice. No, we're fine. We're fine. Well, we got... Oh, it's a giant. It's not even a henchman giant. It's just a regular giant. Okay, luckily I'm not rolling 1s yet today. So reach recharge. Okay, what is my next card? It's a spell. Wait, oh my god. I still have invisibility in this deck. Didn't I take that out? Oh no, I took out web. I don't really want invisibility. I don't know. I guess sometimes it's good to evade things, but it's just so annoying most of the time. Well, anyway, yeah, who knows? I would have been able to see the next card after it, perhaps, if only I had pushed the button in time. Warhammer. Not helpful. Oh, you actually got it. I didn't even want that. I actually really would have rather just not had this, because now it's just chucking up space in my discard. Alright, well, it's all the exploring that we can do, so we'll pass there. Go, that's some really good cards. Nice. Okay. why don't we Spyglass first? I think it's just a good rule. Always Spyglass first. This time it didn't really do anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Flask of Force. Nice. 2d6? And the Force trait to combat checks against monsters but to your location. Are you kidding me? Oh my lord, that's incredible. But this one, unlike the other one, it has to be the Arcane skill. And it's a very hard check to recharge it, but damn! Wow, okay, I gotta say, these treasure cards have not been impressing me too much so far, but I gotta say, these flasks are astounding. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna just throw away this wand, which is garbage, and then I'm gonna leave the other card there for Ezran to pick up. Now, I have a bit of a history of forgetting things. Sometimes I forget things, but hopefully I remember that. Okay, so, oh, we don't even need the animal to auto-succeed. We're just rocking the house here with survival. Even got a combat spell. All right, life's pretty good. Let's see what we got here. Troll. Oh, geez, that is hard. Well, that's what Holy Light's for. So let's pop it out there. Anybody got to reach? No, I don't keep any Blessings of Desna. All right, Harsk, you just recharge your last blessing there, bucko. Just recharge that, and then we're gonna see where we're at. You know, maybe I'll just throw a Toxic Cloud out here for poor Linny. Okay, what the hell do we do? Oh, okay. So now I need a 9 on those 5 dice. It's probably fine. It's probably... yeah, it's gotta be fine. Uh-oh. Okay, those look like a lot of ones for a second there, but it is all good. So we're recharging something. I don't even know what the hell we're recharging. Oh, we're recharging the Holy Light. Righty-ho. Okay. Did I not use my animal on the last check? I might not have used the animal on the last. Well, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck was that shit? Oh, God. I needed some kind of... what? Oh, God. Did I need some kind of... I didn't read the text of the monster. Did I need some kind of check or traitor it's undefeated or some bullshit? God damn it. This card, I don't actually like. I kept it around in my home game when I was playing Ezran in a 6-player party. Thought it'd be really cool. Not that great, actually. Really underwhelming, but I guess it could be good to have here just temporarily. I have a cure, so I'm going to keep spending these blessings to explore. I guess now I could get rid of a blessing. Fuck. Okay, I need the acid or fire trait. Oh my god. Can I get acid or fire somehow on this bitch? Orb of storms. It's electricity. Shit. There's no way. There's no way fire is happening. No effing way. So Linny is just taking a beating. Oh boy, I have to discard a spell? Yeah, no thanks. Oh, fuck me sideways. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna discard the staff to get my thing up to 10s. And then we'll pop our animal. Let's play Blessing of Shellin for a d10. And then anybody got some good blessings for me? Any good blessings, anybody? Oh god, okay, there's one. God, I hate when the buttons are missing. That should be enough. But it doesn't have the fire or acid trait. God. See, this is what I was talking about. These trolls. It's not even the henchmen. It's just these regular monsters. They suck giant, heaping gob bags of dicks. Alright, well, I guess it wasn't the worst turn in the world. I did get to cure everything and recharge the cure, and I did get through one card, but of course that troll came right back to the goddamn top. I can actually explore naked now. I'm gonna do it. There's a risk I don't pick up another animal, but how often do you get a chance to explore naked? You've gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh my god. Well, there's no point playing anything. It doesn't do anything bad to me, and it wasn't gonna be defeated anyways. God, fucking trolls. Trolls, motherfuckers. Alright, so my next guy is Veil Temro, so I'm not going to get any bonus spells or anything. See if I can discard Toxic Cloud. Ooh, that Power Feat made the difference. Without the Power Feat, it wouldn't have done it. Oh, Scrying, yes. Come on, troll. Be up at the top, motherfucker. I dare you. Be at the goddamn fucking top, you asshole troll. Alright, Harsk will just explore once. That's fine. I could spend the Black Arrow Ranger to explore again, but everyone else is so fast. Harsk is fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Recharge this. I guess that's not really that great, but it's useful in the scenario where you find it, I suppose. Okay, Amiri needs to go somewhere new. Oh yeah, she wants to go to the mountain peak. She doesn't have the fire trait or the acid trait. Nobody has a way of giving her fire. We don't have that fire thing anymore. I think I kept one of those give them fire shits, but all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Linny Alright, first of all, I'm going to have Amiri go here. We're going to do this. I'm going to assume that that troll came right back to the top. We're going to put it at the bottom of this mountain peak. Right to the fucking bottom. Okay, well, the bad news is the troll's not at the top, but the good news is we got the villain here, so that's good. Now, the main issue with diddling around too long with this villain is that if the villain rolls a 1 and is undefeated, he's going to stay in the mountain peak even if I've closed everything else. So what I'm actually going to do in this scenario is the following. Amiri's here, and she may or may not be queer, I don't know. We're going to actually put the donkey rats on top, and we're going to fight the donkey rats. This is a little, like, because like, the donkey rats is pretty easy to kill, and there's a small chance of something bad happening. But other than that, this is a pretty easy animal to kill. And that way, if Galen Mir does get undefeated, then he's going to be, there's going to be fewer cards to dig through to find him. Okay, so let's recharge Scrying, or try to. Do I auto-succeed with Linny? Not quite. Very high odds, though. Very high. So hopefully she gets that back at some point. So we're going to fight these donkey rats. Bring out my Impaler, which is almost an auto-succeed. We're going to see if somebody... What? Oh, right. It's just doing its thing. Luckily, I'm still not rolling any 1s. Thank God 1s aren't 6s, because it would have happened twice already. Alright, so now there's the villain there. I got to remember that. Oh, fuck. I need to remember that. And I'm actually going to pull her away, because Seela's scouting is pretty much useless at that garrison. Let's go to the prison. Seela's not bad at the prison. Seela can do... She has a D10 for charisma. We'll get started there. Okay, and it's Seela's turn. So, let's see what we got here. Tickwood Boar. It's a nice and easy one. We have the Sage to continue exploring after fighting this thing. Is it worth it? No, because this only applies to the Tickwood Boar. If it was like the difficulty of all checks for the rest of your turns, I might have maybe gone for it. Because I've got more stuff I want to do here. I don't even need to spend any resources to... Geez, that was really a low roll. But yeah, that was a pretty easy one. Now we'll play the Sage. Skinsaw Ritual. What is this? Each character at this location. Well, buttermilk pancakes. That's just not good. I have to do an extra fight with these things because Amiri happened to just pull her over. This would have been a good time for Toxic Cloud, actually, so that Amiri and Seela both got their bonuses for this. I don't know. You know what? This is such a small gap that I'm covering. I'm just going to flip a card. If I lose an armor, I lose an armor, but... We'll just do that. And it is important to defeat both of these, because if any of them is undefeated, then the barrier is not defeated. Okay, now how is Amiri doing? Is she doing any better? Yeah, as long as it's not a 1 and a 2, we're fine. Okay. So, that should be defeated. Yeps. Does Amiri need healing? Nopes. We're going to spend one of these. Yeah, there's no constitution closing requirements here, so we're going to keep on going. Another Tickwood Boar. Wowza, dippity dowza. Still, I don't mind, because, God, these buttons are... Oh, man. I think, you know what I think is happening? I think the buttons are under the monster card. That's what I think the problem is. Anyway, only a 1 in 80 chance of failing. So, out you go, Mr. Boar. And Charisma, well, it does help close this location. Wisdom is actually usually pretty good, but in this particular scenario, there's nothing for Wisdom, so we'll just do a Shallon to keep going. Oh, crap. Well, alright, I guess I'm gonna, discard my Flaming Mace +1. I might have considered keeping it just so I can kill that troll in the, whatever, in the mountains, but we're not gonna, hopefully we're not gonna need to fight that troll, and hopefully by the time we need to, we'll have other tools for it. So I could bury this blessing to heal myself. What do I have in here that I care about? I don't know. Not that much stuff. The ratio of stuff is pretty decent in my deck. We'll just pass here. And do some scouting. Orb of Firestorm. Well, I already have one of these. It would have actually been good to get. But now to get it, I would have to, like, you know, not close the location or whatever. That's obviously totally stupid. Alright, so Ezran has an Augury. The place he's at isn't the best target for Augury because there's not that many monsters there, but nothing is that much better. Oh, yes! Oh my god, yes! I almost forgot. I totally forgot. You know, if I hadn't been thinking about where to put Augury, I would have forgotten. Ezran is going over here, boys, to pick up this Flask of Force. Yes, that's what I wanted. And I'm actually going to recharge the Sage to get it. You know, should I do something else? Is there anything else that I can do besides blessings here? We got a freaking weirdo Blessing. You know, those treasure chest blessings kind of fuck you up because they appear in the blessings deck, which makes it less likely that you get matches. You know what? This might seem a little bit crazy, but I'm actually gonna spend a blessing here to get this because it's such a good item. Let's play the intelligence one, I guess, the non-combat intelligence one. That's a little bit overkill. Fuck, I screwed up. I shouldn't have used. This is a mistake. I should not have used my sage because my sage was not necessary since I was getting 3d12 plus 6 to hit an 11, and I could have used the sage to keep exploring. Well, anyway, we got Ghoul. I don't know why I'm making a dexterity check. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, God, I forgot about this shit. Oh, yes, it's the scenario thing. Oh, God, I don't have any damage blocking. Man, I'm just cocking this up. Well, it's fine. I think it was still right to use the extra Explorer and to pick up that flask. So anyway, yeah, I need to get an 8. I need to get some help with this, unfortunately. Let's play Pharasma, I suppose. So 3d6 to hit a 5 should be solid. I'm sure I failed worse at some point, but not that time. Merziel almost guaranteed. It'd be funny if she rolled a 1 there. That would actually be really bad, but whatever. Okay, so now we're going to do the combat check. I don't want to do invisibility. That would be stupid. I don't think this thing is hard enough to justify using a really strong spell. Yeah, I can get a 4 on these 2 dice. Oh, God, that was close. That was close. So let's recharge the acid arrow. Let's remember to press the button. Oh, right. It's the Veil Tamaros. Anyway, let's auto-recharge my acid arrow. And then after this, what I'm going to do is play Augury to set things up for Mariziel. But I'm going to get the hell out of here afterwards, because obviously Ezra does not want to stick around. Wow, well, that was actually a really good Augury. Those breastplates were just not going to be good. They're magical, but they're not as good as the one Sela already has. So I know now that there's henchmen on top. Now the thing is that Mariziel doesn't particularly want to fight that henchman right now because then Ezran is stuck taking damage from the scenario location. Unless he top decks his Sahedron Medallion, in which case I'm just going to use it. Because I think the risk is that if Mariziel does something else, we might always find the villain, and then if we find the villain and then this place ends up getting shuffled, then the henchman on top will be wasted. So can I get my Sahedron Medallion? Oh no, he doesn't have a Sahedron Medallion, he has an Amulet of Life, that's fine. So he might end up taking 1 damage if he rolls maximum damage, but that's fine. Okay, the question is, do I need to take this 1 in 12 chance of taking 1d4 damage? That would actually be pretty bad. If my hand got emptied, I'd be fighting barefisted against this. You know what? I'm just going to spend this blessing. I got a lot of healing in my character's decks. We'll just use this blessing. I've got pretty good speed going on here. I just don't think I need to take that chance. Alright, so Ezra going to take some damage. Hopefully not 4. Alright, just 1. That's fine. That's fine. We'll pop this amulet, which auto-recharges. That is such a good basic item. Oh my god. So good. It's only like a little bit worse than a Sahedron Medallion. Can't believe it. Anyway, then let's pop this dagger. She cannot use sneak attack because Ezran's cock blocking her, but why don't we go ahead and pop the Orb of Storms. So she needs an 8 on those 5 dice. It's almost impossible to fail. Oh my god, that was a lot of 1s and an 11. Oh yeah, this shit. I always forget. Hey, wow, that is 3 6s we've rolled on this sort of thing. Man, I'm so glad, because those could have just easily been 1s. Man alive. Alright, now, balls. I really should have saved a blessing for this, huh? Anybody got a non-combat dexterity? Anybody? Nope. Okay, so, Linny, you're pretty healthy. You spend a blessing. Oh, I guess the blessing on top here is some kind of a dexterity thing, or closing a location? Okay, can I see what it is? Yes, close a location. That's right. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, close another location, so we're doing pretty good. There's a 1 in 12 chance I bury this card. Luckily, I'm definitely not banishing it. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We closed a bunch of places. Linny is not going to explore here because that's where the villain is, so we're going to not be total freaking morons. Where do I go? I think... Okay, there's a few logical places for Linny. Definitely not this place, which is a bad starting check and makes her do extra fights. This place... She's likely to fail some combat checks every now and then. She's actually okay at closing the prison, and there's no monsters left there. That's it. She finds no, there's no villain. She finds a henchman. She can Medusa mask it, and if she finds any other monsters, well, she can't find any other monsters. So all right. Why can't I? Hello? Why can't I explore? Hello? Game? Oh my god, this is a hell of a bug. Okay, can we explore now? Did I miss something? Did I do something that would mean I can't explore it as Linny? The hell's going on here? Yeah, well, I can't play any of her cards. Alright, we're just gonna hope that this bug goes away and that everything turns out fine. Wayfinder. Yeah, I don't care about it, so we'll just encounter it. If I pick it up, great. If not, it's not a big deal. So I know this place doesn't have the villain. I'm not in any kind of a rush. Actually, Harsk has a lot of extra weapons, so he should really be recharging quite a lot. Dexterity acrobatics. Oh man, the sucky thing about this is that I don't want to bring anyone else to take this out because you can't leave the cave that easily. It's hard to leave the cave. All right, Amiri is gonna go to the guard tower because it's not the best place for her since it doesn't have that many monsters in it, but she can deal with those bandit henchmen, and she's good at closing it, so I feel like I want to just take care of this thing. This is actually really good. I'm a big fan of Poog. It sucks that we got Charisma here, but I do have +2 to acquire a boon. Any kind of eloquence or some sort of free blessing? No. Alright, 3 6s to hit a 7. Not guaranteed, but it's pretty decent odds. The Poog is so good because it's not quite like Father Xantus. It's only a 1d4, not 1d4 plus 1. But you can also use it to boost someone's check, and it also gives the fire trait, which helps against those pesky trolls. So I like it a lot. I'm going to discard a blessing and keep going. We need to power through this guard tower so that we can find the henchman there and close it. I mean, worst case scenario, we can always temp close it, but again, I don't particularly want to do that since the villain might end up getting undefeated. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, let's see, let me do some pulling. No, Seela's fine where she is. Yeah, she's fine, because that place is just filled with boons, so it's good for her to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to pull anybody. I'm going to get rid of... Let's see, that's good against the boss and one of the henchmen. No, the henchman that it's good against is already gone. Nah, whatever. We'll just recharge one of the armors and call it a day. Okay, so let's scout the prison. Alright, put some more crap on the bottom. Oh, thank God, she can explore. I was really starting to worry that maybe she was just never able to explore here. Discard this card to automatically succeed at your non-combat stealth or survival check. Wow. I can't tell if that's a treasure... that has to be a treasure card item. Or some sort. It has to be some kind of a special item. Because that is not in the regular game. This is a really good card, though, because later on, survival becomes a huge old, big, fat, honking pain in the ass. So I'm actually just going to go for it pretty hard. Because it's just so important to get. Now, what can we spend? Well, there's actually not that many options. I guess, oh, hey, wisdom. Nice. All right, so that should be pretty decent odds. Hey, that was close. So we're going to do this. It's not useful right now, so I'm just going to pass. But the survival auto-succeed is so crucial later on, and then the stealth is fine, too. Oh, God, falling bell. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Well, so everybody has to encounter it, and everybody takes damage. That's what I hate about this thing, is everybody takes damage. Even if you make the check, you still take a damage. What do I take as damage? I guess I hate to get rid of one of my animals, but that is what it's going to be. I could have gotten frisky and gotten rid of the Medusa's mask, but I feel like that would have been inviting some trouble. Alright, so unfortunately, I don't have my armor. Seela does not have any armor at the moment. And she's rolling, a d4 for dexterity. So it's definitely rough. Maybe I should have made that wisdom check. I don't know. You know, this is it. I've really spent my blessings pretty aggressively. And this is all I got. This is actually a bit of a stretch as far as rolls go. Okay, so I take 1 damage. We're going to get rid of one of these weapons. And I'm actually going to heal. Because clearly I am running out of... stuff. So let's heal yourself. Not a bad roll power. Gotta say, I'm pretty happy I have it. I think I'm gonna just discard the soldier and keep on going. Merchant. Whatever. I'm not gonna flip any more cards. Oh, I got lucky on my D10. Do I even want to fight a henchman right now? Yeah, that's fine. She can use a longsword to kill the henchman. Unless it's the dragon. Then she's gonna be fighting it barefisted. Nope, just a regular old giant. So let's see, what do we got here? Strength. All right, we'll do this. It's a bit of a tight roll for Sela, so we'll pump it up. Now she only needs a 3, which makes it much more steady. Yeah, let's do this. See if I get unlucky. Honestly, I really wouldn't even be able to complain if I did. Oh my god, there's been like 3 6s and a 6 on those donkey rats too. Man, there's been a lot of times where bad stuff almost happened. You know what? I don't have any way of helping this check, so I gotta make a slightly stretchy roll here. Whew, would have been off by 1 if I hadn't used my power. I guess it wouldn't have been the end of the world. Could have picked up that Orb of Firestorm. You can shuffle an ally into your deck. Yes, please. Don't mind if I dizzle. Alright. Ezrin. Get you a card, boy. Ooh, Sagacity. Nice. Wisdom. Plus to Wisdom, so that can help Linny in her combat. That can help Sela recharge her Major Cure. It's just such a nice one to have. Later in the game, when everyone has to make survival wisdom checks, it's just nice to have that too. Oh, there's Eloquence. That would have been useful to have like 2 seconds ago. Alright, so, Ezrin, boy howdy, where are you going? I guess we're gonna go back to that guard tower. Everybody take up your places, just in case. Sneak. Succeeded of Wisdom or Perception. 8, check or discard a card. Well, I get to choose which card to discard, so I don't mind too much. I'll just fail it. And, let's see, what do we lose? I guess I'm gonna lose the invisibility. There's nothing I'm afraid of anymore. The only thing I would have wanted to use invisibility against is the villain as Ezrin. And that is now not an issue. Okay, let's Scorching Ray. And sure, we'll pop this Flask of Force, whatever. Just get this guy murderlated. Man, I gotta say, these flasks make it way easier to kill stuff. Because in the regular game, when you play as Ezrin, which I did for a whole scenario, or a whole adventure, it does get to the point where after you can't pump up your intelligence anymore, you start kind of running out of ways to help yourself. And those flasks just really shore up all of your weaknesses. It's kind of nice. I'm going to just discard Veil Timbers to explore again. Just parade along here. Banish to examine the top 3 cards, or banish to do whatever the fuck. Well, I don't really care that much about it. Tragically, I don't get to use the Flask of Force anymore, but that's okay. Making some good progress through this location. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hang on a minute. You know what? This Flask of Force adds 2d6, but it's discarded. The other ones are recharge. Oh, man, that's not even remotely as good. Crud. Yeah, that was very foolish of me. Mauricio can actually go fight the villain. And Ezrin can temp close, Harsk can temp close. But Harsk can't temp close without some help. Alright, so we're going to have Mauricio go... go here, I guess. It's fine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop Ilsawari. See what is waiting for me. Battle Axe +1. Pretty garbage. So, let's see if I have to fight the Sandpoint Devil. Not today. We're going to do this. Get rid of it. And that's all she can do. I could recharge. You know what? I'm going to recharge the shirt because it's redundant with the medallion, so I get more discards. I should have discarded the Masterwork tools because I'm pretty sure she's never going to need them in this scenario. Linny's going to go help Harsk close the cave. And part of the reason is that, you know, she can help here. Part of it... Oh, God, Falling Bell. God, oh, Jesus. I forgot about the Falling Bell. You know what? I'm just going to do Augury. And I know that the top card is not a monster, but this will at least shuffle the Falling Bell, so now there's a 50-50 chance it's going to end up below the Henchman. I'm really glad I don't have to fight Miriana, by the way. This thing is so annoying. It's, well, actually, it's not that annoying. It just needs the magic trait. It's not that bad, but it's scary looking. It's definitely scary looking, you gotta admit that. So we're going to recharge our Augury. Ezrin, by the way, made it through his whole deck. He's the Wand of Enervation is sitting on top of his deck, which is the first card he played. Spiny Shield. It is interesting. You can discard it to boost your combat checks. Don't know how helpful that is. I guess Linny will keep it just in case. You know what? No, that's dumb. That's dumb, dumb, dumb. She needs to be finding her blessings to help the team because we're severely running low. Okay. Harskir is doing just good. This thing's crap. But I guess I can recharge it to help somebody fight. And sure, we'll discard the Black Arrow Ranger just to keep on going here. Falling motherfucking bell! Oh, God. Land sakes. Falling bells. I hate this. That one damage. It's that one damage. You just gotta be like, oh, I gotta take off one fucking damage. Alright, we're gonna discard the dog. Sorry, dog. But I just don't think I'm gonna need the things. And yeah, we're not gonna spend resources. You know, I'm just gonna pop my armor. I don't know why Harsk has leather armor. Did I pick that up at some point? Like, did I pick it up at the beginning of the scenario? If I did, great. If not, we'll throw it away afterwards. But let's recharge it, block the damage, and just call it a day. Okay, that was pretty annoying. Great Axe +1. Whoa! I think that's still good enough for Amiri to use. Is it worth going over there to pick it up? That's, you know, that's, that's playing with fire is what that is. Because, I don't know, we've only got 11 turns left, and if I fight that giant and, don't kill it, if I roll a 1, which I've been managing to avoid this entire time, then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, because the mountains are pretty much full. And Amiri, well, she could, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. If I fail, then I fail, but let's keep it interesting. Alright, let's go get this Great Axe. I'm going to bury my armor to pick it up. Hopefully. And then, let's see, do these people need healing? Linny could use some healing. Harsk could use some healing. Does Linny care about the cards in here? 2 animals, 2 blessings, and an armor. It's not really that great. Why don't we use Shalelu to scout? Goblin Pyro. Oh, that's perfect. I just picked up a power feat that makes me resist 1 to all damage, so yeah! Suck on this, Pyro! You want to breathe some fire at me? You want to breathe some fire? Come on, breathe some fire at me. Oh, too bad. Too bad, you suck. Wow, these are actually all really good cards. I'm going to use Poog. Yeah, I really want to keep exploring. But no, I'm going to bury this, get some heals. Oh, I can only heal myself with it. Well, good thing I didn't want to heal Lenny or anybody. I might not actually be able to get out of here. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, fuck. I forgot about this thing. Alright, I don't need both the Impaler and the Great Axe, so why don't we roll them bones, get out of here, and you know what, Sela, you can fight a bandit. But I need her to scout. I really need her to do some scouting and get through this deck faster. Squire, it's not that great, but free explore. Gotta fight a bandit now. I don't need this charisma anymore because it was a bit late. So we'll fight the bandit like Thitherward. Man, if that had been a 1 on the 7, would have failed. And then I'm going to explore as much as humanly possible here. Let's bust through this place. Blaststone. No thanks. Sagey McSagerson, I send you out to do some exploring. Oh, brother. Oh my god. Oh, and these get harder with each adventure too. Alright, whatever. I don't think I need to... Do I need to... Oh my god, do I need to defeat them all to pass this barrier? You do need to defeat them all. Yeah, you do need to defeat them all. Yeah, good to know. So, let's take a look at what Amiri's cooking over here. She has to roll a 6. You know what, Harsk? I'm sick of your cards. Recharge some. Give people some bonuses, man. Get her done. Alright, let's see what Ezrin has. Do you even have anything? Yeah, he's got an acid arrow. That should be enough. Need to roll a 6 here? No, Harsk, you're gonna fire an arrow. I don't need both. A Deathbane. Oh, no! No! Of course I want to keep the Deathbane. That would be perfect to use because it would get the bonus. Righty-ho. Alright, so we'll do this, and now he only needs a 4. Harsk just making everything work so smooth. Come on, Ezrin, give me a good card, buddy. Yeah! Alright, well that actually kind of was a good thing. Because we got the zombie cord, Ezrin cast a spell, and then because he cast a spell, he picked up Augury, and that could help us find henchmen in these damn decks. Alright, Muriziel. Is Muriziel alone? No, she's with Ezrin. Well, I don't know if I should recharge that dagger. I can't evade it because then the thing won't be defeated. Let's see. If I try to reveal this dagger and recharge the Black Arrow Ranger, what are we looking at here? Looking at a 7 on those 3 dice? What can Ezrin do to help? Swipe or wand? That seems kind of overkill. Blessing. Yeah, why don't you... You're not going to fight that many monsters. Why don't you recharge your dagger? Alright, I don't know if that made a difference there from Harsk, but fine. Linny. Okay, Linny, I hate that she has to use her Holy Light on this, but at least it's pretty much auto-kill. Almost auto-kill. And then Harsk himself has the Deathbane MVP light crossbow, so he should be fine without any outside assistance. I think the 13 combat check is still within range of Harsk when he's throwing 3d8s. Plus all of his dexterity, plus his base. I gotta get a 5 here. Oh no, I could have revealed the snakeskin tunic for extra +1 just to be extra safe. Alright, so that just was a big time sink. But we defeated the thingamaboober poober. Let's discard this, keep on going. And we got some garbage chainmail. You almost picked it up. Okay, what's the situation? We got... I'm gonna get through one more card. You know, no, I'm gonna explore again. We gotta get a move on. Wow, vicious great axe +1. Reveal this card and discard another card to use your strength or melee skill +d12 +3, and then after the check, you're dealt you're dealt 1 force damage that cannot be reduced. Yeah, this is terrible. You have to lose 2 cards to use it. It's really, really awful. This card is a trap. Do not keep it. It's just not good. If you could reduce that, if you could resist that force damage, maybe it'd be worth it, but having to discard a card and take a force damage is lame. Alright, so Scylla did get 2 free explores here. Unfortunately, the henchman is buried at the bottom of the guard tower. So, it's going to be a little close. City Gate, man, this is rough. What I'm going to do here with Ezrin is... I'm going to play the Toxic Cloud. The idea here is that way I have the Toxic Cloud, and I can play another spell. You can do that. You can play Toxic Cloud when you're not in combat, and then when you get into combat, you can still play another spell. So the question is, how do I do this? I think I'm going to explore first. And what I was thinking was if that wasn't the henchman, then there would have been 3 cards left. I could have played Augury afterwards, guaranteed find the henchman, put it on top, and then haste my way into it. If I had Auguried and the henchman was at the bottom, it would have been awkward. But anyway, now we get to play a lightning bolt. And I think I need an 8 on these 5 dice, so that should be fine. So I'm really just hoping I don't roll a 1. Again, it's always the moment of tension here with these giant henchmen. Wow. Can you imagine if all these 6s had been 1s? That would have been like 4 times now. And I honestly probably would have lost. Even on regular difficulty, I would have probably ended up losing the scenario if I'd actually gotten 4 1s, because it would have lost me so much time, and I'm already down to 9. I mean, I guess what I would have had to do is I would have had to just fight the villain with... what am I recharging? I don't think we need... Yeah, he's not going to need a Sage anymore. I would have had to fight the villain and just hope that the villain didn't roll a 1, basically. Okay, I'm going to keep the swipe because with the swipe, I can use it to help someone else's combat. And then Harsk, I don't think you need your snakeskin tunic anymore. Actually, man, with this horse chopper, I mean, I know I can discard it to re-roll if necessary, but man, it's still a little dicey. I need to roll a 9 on these 4 dice. I don't think that's smart to go for. I'm going to just play this blessing to get a couple more d6s and seal the deal. Okay, it would have been fine, but you never know. Alright, so we closed it off. Now Ezrin, I think, either needs to use the haste or just discard the haste, because it's not going to be relevant anymore with just 2 open locations. Oh, no, 3 open locations. I'm going to hang on to the haste, actually. I'm going to hang on to it. What else don't I need here? I don't think I need this sagacity anymore. Actually, sagacity could help Harsk close the treacherous cave, so I'm going to hang on to it. It's fine. Amulet of Life will get drawn. Alright, let's see if we can get Toxic Cloud recharged. He's only got 8 cards in his deck, but I don't think he's going to get to the bottom of it unless he discarded really aggressively. Okay, so Mariziel needs to do something. She could fight the villain. The problem is if I fight the villain and he's under... You know what? Hold on a minute. I'm an idiot. Oh god, I've been an idiot this whole time. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know how long I've been an idiot for, but... Closing all the other locations doesn't change the fact that I could always end up failing to defeat the villain. So I might as well just go fight the villain. and at least try to make some progress in case I end up, getting screwed. Because Marisol's in really great shape to fight the villain. She's alone. She can get a really big combat check. One big combat check is all she needs. She has the medallion to block the damage. She has the dagger for the combat. So I think that's funny. So I think that this is the right time to do it because I can auto close the other locations, and then it'd be so fitting. It would be so fitting if this was the first time all scenario that I rolled a 1 for the scenario power, and then had to sweat it out on these final turns. I'd probably have to leave just like one person behind a temp close and send all like one person from each of these pairings to pile drive the mountain peak as much as possible. Okay, I'm pretty sure Sela and Amiri both auto close this with their +4 in strength. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing all right here, I suppose. Never did find that dragon that deals the fire damage, and we're definitely going to encounter this thing. So he's going to deal some damage. Well, he might deal some damage. You never know. Alright, that's fine. I'm actually gonna... Let me think. I'm gonna keep the tools in case shit goes really bad. Because, even though the Sahedron Medallion might block me more damage later, the tools could actually be handy if we end up having to face off... if we have to start digging through this deck to find the villain again. So we're gonna recharge the dagger. For backstab, I'm gonna find another weapon. I'm gonna discard this Amulet of Frozen Fists. Harsk is kind of out of arrows to shoot, but I think this is the time for agility. And I think this is the time for the Orb of Storms. I'm going to hang on to Wand of Enervation in case we need it later on. This should be enough to roll an 11 with. Yeah. So this will do it, and then I need to dodge one more one. I can feel it already. There's... What? Wasn't the villain a giant? Yeah, okay. I don't know. I thought the villain was a giant. So Kana the Wise is my ally, although she didn't go into my deck when I actually met her. Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna trust this giant who just claims to be nice. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Ancient Lords. Surprise, surprise. It wasn't the Giants. It was the Ancient Lords behind the Giants. Blibbity blop. Okay, so that'll do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. I mean, I don't mind that I got to beat the scenario without having to roll a heart-racing D6 to see if it came up a 1. But I am kind of annoyed that I could have beaten it, like, I don't know, 45 minutes ago if I had known that that was how it was going to be. So this is a really cool scenario. We actually get a card feat for a reward, which is incredible because I desperately need it. So let's go ahead and go through the characters. So for Amiri, a lot of people like to take weapons for her because the more weapons that you have, well, there's two things. Number one, it lets you collect more good weapons. Number two, it means that if you lose a weapon to damage or discard a weapon, you're more likely to get another one at some point. And that can be an important thing because the more that you take card feats that aren't weapons, the smaller the proportion of weapons is in your deck. However, we're really having a tough time finding room for all the items here, so I'm going to just go ahead and give her an item to kind of help the team. I just don't think it's that essential to get another weapon when you already have 5. Now, Sela is in a really, really tough spot. Obviously, you don't want armor, but there's a lot that you do want. If you take weapon, it's really good because she doesn't have a weapon start. Spells are obviously great, and allies for extra explorers are obviously great as well. So it's just tough because there's so many things that you want. I'm going to give her a spell because I really like spells, but it would be totally fair to give her a weapon or an ally here as well. For Azrin, this is a very exciting moment because he finally maxes out on spells. Now you have a couple of options. You can either go, obviously you're not going to take a second weapon or an armor because that would be stupid. No. Armor, I can make a case for it, but it's pretty stupid. So you're going to choose item or allies. I'm going to take items because we first of all have such a hard time keeping all the items, and second of all, since I'm playing with treasure chests, there's some really good items I'd like to hang on to. So items are going to be it. However, taking an ally for extra explorers is also totally legit. For Mauricio, we already did take a weapon. Since other people are taking items, I don't feel obliged to. Taking spells makes no sense because I already have a lot of spells. This is a very spell-heavy party. Taking armor makes no sense because armor is bad. So I think what I'm going to do is grab a blessing just to help the party a little bit more. We do seem to be running out of blessings sometimes. Okay, so for Linny, I'm going to take item because I forget what I wanted Linny to have, but I definitely wanted, I think it was one of those flasks. I definitely want Linny to be able to carry a flask and a Medusa amulet and a damage blocking item. Note that there are other strategies you can take for Linny. Some people like to give her a weapon so she can fight a bit more consistently. Taking allies isn't bad either, so she has more rechargeable explores. So there's some valid options for Linny too. And then Harsk. So for Harsk, you could go for spells in a spell-light party, which is obviously not the case here. We maxed out items and blessings, so it's a bit of an easier choice, pretty much just down to weapons and allies. So allies give him more explores, although he's not a character I particularly want to explore a lot with. I'm going to actually grab the 6th weapon for him, because I do want to try to, have a big arsenal of rechargeable weapons. He did take that sniper power feat, I think, where if he discards a weapon, he recharges it instead. So I just want to have more weapons to use for that purpose. Alright, now deck building, I'm not sure how interesting it's going to be here, but let's see. So, Quarterstaff +1 is obviously not very good. Great Axe +1, D12 +1. Man, that, I don't know. Is that worth it? I'm not sure it's actually worth it. I got really excited when I found it. I went out of my way to get it. Oh, I never got that Rune Chill hatchet. Fuck, I forgot. I forgot about it. It was in the garrison. Crap, it was a +2. I don't know if it was actually good. But anyway, no point crying over spilled milk. So Greatsword is not magical. 2d6 is really solid. Oh boy, I'm not sure if that's worth keeping here. Scythe +1. I do like cards that give you two dice to throw, and that one also has a bonus. I think this Icy Longspear +1 might be the weakest link, because the Impaler of Thorns is the same thing but a +2. Bastard Sword is a D10 +1. Yeah, hate to do it, but I think the Icy Longspear has got to go. So if I wasn't using the Horse Chopper for Ezrin, which is a promo card, I would actually be taking the Icy Longspear, because it's almost as good, but the Horse Chopper, of course, is a D10. The cold damage is sometimes important, but sometimes it's also a drawback, so it goes both ways. Alright, we're going to keep Poog. I don't know if Amiri needs to keep Poog and Father Xantus, so I got to figure out who's going to Poog it up here. Sela, maybe? No, she only has 2 allies. You know what? I think the time has come to get rid of these dudes that just give a bonus to your checks. Wait, merchants are garbage. Yeah, so Lizard, it doesn't matter who has it. Someone needs to keep it. And I guess we'll give him Poog. No, wait a minute. Giving her Poog is stupid because she already has an ability to heal herself at will, pretty much. So I could actually keep a merchant. I've never kept this ally, but I find that I'm not really using those added D6 allies anymore, and maybe sometimes it'll be nice to give a card to someone else for some next level strategy of some sort. Alright, we'll try it. Whatever. What's life if you don't live a little? Armor. Okay. So I think this is better than the magic full plate. Oh no, recharge by 4. No, I'd rather go for +3 instead of 4 and also get a bit of ability to block fire. That's definitely worth it. Okay. So then the Vicious Great Axe is obviously a piece of shit. Oh, hang on a minute. Flaming Mace +1. Oh man. The thing about the Flaming Mace is that you can get it to add the fire trait. And that is useful in some cases, as we have seen. The problem is, it is just such an inferior weapon. I'm going to just get rid of it. If I have to suffer because I don't have the fire trait, so be it. But I'm not going to keep an inferior weapon just for a very limited purpose. Okay, let's get rid of regular blessings. Alright, Sela needs to get a spell. I think she's going to end up with something shitty, because No, wait, we didn't find any spells. She should be able to get her pick of spells, because there were no spells in that scenario. Alright, so Mauricio needs a blessing. Linny, get a spiny shield. I don't think this is worth using. Yeah, shields are just bad in this game. They're just really, really bad. And Harsk did find a leather armor there. Cloak is worthless. And the Samisen is really pretty garbage. But, yeah, I'm sure we'll find some good items at some point. So, yeah, he needs a weapon. Oh, this is awkward. So I took a weapon card feat. Now I'm forced to take a weapon I can't actually use. Well, I guess take the Flaming Mace and hang on to it for now. I don't see a way to avoid that, though. I guess I could have Mariziel give Harsk one of these daggers and then have her keep the weapon because she can bury it, or sorry, backstab with it, but then Harsk can recharge with it too. Let's do view all to make sure I ain't missing. Oh my god, I'm missing Poog! Poog dog! Poogie! Poogie, Poogaka, Poog. Oh man, everybody's got really good allies. Jesus. Alright, Sages, yeah, whatever. We'll just take Poog for some combat bonus action. And some healing. Maybe, you know what? Yeah, this saber-tooth dagger is not that great. I'm going to keep a sage. For Ezrein, it is nice sometimes to help him pick up things that are important. Okay, so blah, 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 Cloak of Valentine, blah, 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 quarterstaff +1. Okay, we're good. Now, Sela should get her pick of spells from Dex 2 or below. Yep, fantastic. So what does she... I don't even know what she wants. We're going to just scroll through here. Maybe another Augury? Certainly that is a candidate. I mean, for Sela to carry Augury is really, really awesome. Find Traps isn't bad, but I think we're kind of beyond that at this point. Heat Metal, that sounds fun. Discard this card to add 1d4 +1 and the fire trait to a combat check by a character at your location. Discard this card to add 2 dice to any check by a character at your location to defeat a barrier that has a lock or trap. It's fun, but nothing that great. Improved Guidance. Discard this card to add 3 to any check? That's not bad. Well, is it? No, it's bad. Aid is a base set spell that gives you a d6 to any check, and that's not worth keeping at this point. I mean, it is, but only barely. All right, so definitely not better than an Augury. Let's be real here. Sagacity's fun. Okay, yeah, I think Augury is about as good as we can get. So we get more scouting, and then Mauricio can take a blessing. I'm gonna have her take a blessing of Iomedae, because that helps with Sela. She's eventually going to get that power feat that lets her recharge that blessing instead of discarding it, which is really helpful. It's more helpful than it sounds because we run out of blessings sometimes, and having them go to the bottom of your deck instead of your discard pile can be a huge boon. Okay, so that's that. I really should look at my power feats off camera and figure out what I'm going to be doing with those, but that's something that we don't need to do right now. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and or subscribe if you did, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care.